Welcome back to the original video. Today we are back for another NFL video, going over all the games for week one. There was supposed to be a team prediction video today and yesterday, but I've actually been sick and I just can't talk for that long for an hour for those videos. So I'm going to get this one out, and I'm sorry about those other two, the AFC and NFC West team prediction videos. They will be out, but just a little delayed, so I do apologize. But I wanted to get this out. That way I can do my full week one picks at least. And starting with tonight, the Lions and the Chiefs. Now, this is something I talked about in the NFC prediction video, but I'm picking the Lions in this. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, honestly, but I'm a big believer in the Lions this year. I do want to kind of show my confidence I have in them by picking them in this game. I actually said that before Travis Kelce was questionable, so even with him being questionable, I think it kind of helps the odds a bit, but at the end of the day, it's Patrick Mahomes at home to open the season, so I wouldn't be shocked if the Chiefs win, but I'm going to pick the Lions in that game. And then next is the Panthers and the Falcons. Now, I'm a Panthers fan, but I'm not going to lie, I could see this going either way. I could see the Falcons coming out and just really running all over the Panthers with Bijan Robinson and all that. But what's really held me back when talking about the Falcons this entire year is Desmond Ridder, because he's just an unknown to me. So I'm picking the Panthers. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. I don't care. It is a new season. I'm ready to be disappointed again. So I'm picking the Panthers in that game. Next is the Ravens. Now, this is going to be a really tough one for CJ Stroud. It's a very unfortunate game to open up against a really good defense like this. I got the Ravens probably by a good 14 points. I guess for this, you want to see CJ Stroud kind of lead the offense and make some nice reads. But other than that, it's going to be a really tough opening game for him. Next is the Bengals and Browns. I'm going to pick the Bengals, but Burrow is 1-4 versus the Browns, and he has not won in Cleveland before. So, again, that could kind of go either way. To me, the Bengals are the better team. I'm going to pick them for that reason. I'm not going to try and play too much in the whole, Burrow hasn't beaten them stuff yet. But, again, if Burrow doesn't win this, I guess it is really a trend and a pattern going on where he just can't win in Cleveland. So that's what I have for that game. Next is the Jaguars and the Colts. I'm picking the Jaguars in this. The Jaguars are a team I've been high on all offseason as far as their, not floor. Well, I guess their floor, honestly, too, but especially their ceiling this year, because Trevor Lawrence looked great last year, and now, you bring in Calvin Ridley. I love that offense. You draft Tank Bigsby. I think the offense is going to be incredible. The defense isn't near as good, but still not terrible. It's going to be more of a case for Richardson, though, that game, is to see how he can operate an NFL offense, because, that's a pretty big unknown for him. All in all, though, I do have the Jaguars in that game by probably a good 10 points. Next is the Buccaneers and the Vikings. This is one that I don't think will be very close. I'm going to pick the Vikings in this. I think it's going to be interesting to see what Baker Mayfield does in this offense, but other than that, I don't think there's a whole lot of things to really look forward to for the Buccaneers in that game. I think the Vikings come out and get a nice win there in Minnesota. Next is the Titans and the Saints. I'm picking the Titans in this. I don't think the Saints are a bad team at all, and I did a video going over, well, not only Chris Olave, but also the NFC South prediction video. But I don't think they're a bad team, but I think the Titans are being a little underrated right now. You bring in Hopkins. The offense is already not bad. Treylon Burks now in year 2. Derrick Henry, of course. So I like the Titans in that. A little bit of an upset. I think it's definitely possible. But again, the Saints with Derek Carr, they looked pretty good that one drive in preseason. It is just preseason, but again, they did look pretty good. I'm picking the Titans, though, in that upset. I probably look so biased now because I haven't picked any NFC South team to win except for the Panthers, but that's just how I said the Falcons could be the Panthers, all right? I'm not trying to be too biased like that, but that's how I see that one going. Next is the 49ers and the Steelers. This is an interesting one because the Steelers are one of the most improved teams going into this year, in my opinion. But, now Kenny Pickett, though he's looked absolutely incredible as far as his progression from last year to this year, especially in preseason this year, he is opening up against a very, very good defense. So, again, 49ers are playing very good defense themselves, but Kenny Pickett is less experienced. But then again, Brock Purdy not a ton of experience. So it could really go either way here, but I'm going to pick the 49ers in a pretty low-scoring game. Next is the Commanders and the Cardinals. I got the Commanders in this. I think this is a no-brainer. I'm not really sure if anyone picking the Cardinals in this game. You're starting Joshua Dobbs, and you don't have a whole lot going for you this year as far as offense and defense for the Cardinals. I'm excited to see what Sam Howell does. It's not going to be a huge test for him, but still just his first game, kind of starting. I am excited to see how he plays there. And I've had a lot of faith in Washington as a whole, especially Sam Howell. So I do want to see how that one goes. The next game that was much tougher to pick is the Packers and the Bears. I've gone back and forth, like literally I've picked the Bears and then changed it to pick the Packers, but I am going to settle with the Bears solely because they're at home, honestly. If it was the other way around, I'd probably pick Green Bay. I think this game is a clear 50-50 in my opinion. A lot of unknowns on both sides. Jordan Love, how DJ Moore's fitting into this offense, if Justin Fields is going to pass the ball more. We don't really know. But we do know that both teams should be a bit better than they were last year. So I think it's going to make for a really good game. But I'm going with the Bears in that one. In a very close game, though, at that, like 3 points. Next is the Broncos and the Raiders. Like, I don't think it's going to be the most exciting game, but technically it should be close. I'm going to pick the Raiders in this. I think the Broncos improve, but I don't think it's going to be, like, I think the Broncos improve this year, and they end it better than they did last year, but I don't think it's a week 1 snap, and all of a sudden they're much better. I think it's going to take some time. So I do have the Raiders winning this game, which might be a bit of a risky pick because the Raiders aren't supposed to be too good either, but that's what I'm going with. Next is the Dolphins and the Chargers. I'm picking the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins a lot. The Chargers are a good team, but I do think the Dolphins are one of the better teams in the AFC. I think the Chargers are a playoff team, but I don't really see them winning this one. I think Tua comes out and handles business with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle. But it should be a pretty high-scoring game. It'll be a lot of fun to watch. So I have the Dolphins in that one. Next is the Eagles and the Patriots. This one I could honestly see being just like 20-10, like fairly low scoring, 17-10, 14-10, anything like that. Because like these are two really good defenses. The Eagles' offense is incredible, but that Patriots defense is really good and can definitely slow them down. I am going to pick the Eagles, but I think it's going to be a relatively low-scoring game and fairly competitive. Maybe more competitive than some people might think it will be. But I do think the Eagles are going to come out on top in that game. Next is Seahawks and the Rams. I'm picking the Seahawks all day. I picked them before Cooper Kupp wasn't going to play. Now that Cooper Kupp's not playing, of course, I'm picking the Seahawks. I think for the Rams, there's a lot of things that are not going to be fun to deal with this year. So I'm going to pick the Seahawks to win this game. And I don't think it's going to be too close either. And then for the Sunday night game, we have Cowboys and Giants. I'm picking the Giants. A little bit of an upset, but I think the Giants can pull it off. I'm really excited to see Darren Waller on the Giants and Daniel Jones now in his second year actually looking pretty good. So that's what I'm going with there. I think the Cowboys are going to be fine, but I just see a bit of a divisional upset for week 1. Again, if the Cowboys win, I could see that happening. I think they're probably the better overall team, but I'm picking the Giants in a little bit of an upset on Sunday Night Football. And then the final team, which is the Bills and the Jets. This is one that I have no idea who to pick. I'm going to be honest. I have gone back and forth countless times. Really can't decide who I like better here. I'm picking the Jets. Really just off hype because I don't know what to go with, honestly. But I am going to go with the Jets. I think the Jets are going to have a good year. Not like a flop like the Broncos, but I could see them struggling, especially like that offensive line. Lucky for them, they're not going against Von Miller because that'd be a lot worse. Von Miller is still hurt. I think he's on cannot perform list or something like that. But yeah, so I am going to pick the Jets in this game. Maybe you guys like that. Maybe you don't. I'm not really sure. But let me know down below any games you think I got right, any games you think I got wrong, your guys' picks, anything like that. I think we're in for a really fun week 1 of this NFL season. Tonight we have the Chiefs and the Lions. I think if the Lions win this, they put everybody on notice that this is going to be a big year for them. But honestly, even if they don't, I think it's going to be a playoff year for the Lions. I think we'll have some really fun games, though. Panthers and Falcons should be close. Bengals and Browns should be pretty close. Titans and Saints should be close. 49ers and Steelers might be close. We'll have some really good ones. Dolphins and Chargers. So let me know down below your guys' thoughts for week 1. I'm sorry I could not do a longer form video. It's probably about 10 minutes or 10, 11 minutes, something like that. So I will have the team prediction videos out pretty soon, but in the coming days. For right now, these are my week picks. If you guys are new to my channel, be sure to subscribe for more NFL Madden content. Madden videos have been put on hold until I can get those NFL videos out before the season starts. And then once I do, I'll be back to Madden and NFL videos and both and all that kind of stuff. So thank you guys for watching. I do really appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.